You said World Economic Forum. Do you think they are pulling the strings of our country?
I don't know if it's true, but I think militaries run governments in the world. They have to. I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
Because you had Keir Starmer, who was the opposition leader. Now, are you telling me very clearly that as an opposition leader and his party, the Chancellor, whatever they call them, she didn't know anything about the black holes and all of this stuff? They knew everything. How can you not go into government not knowing what is there and then blaming someone else? It's like, miss, he did it. It wasn't me, it was him.
They always do that.
Exactly. But why? They represent the public.
Because it's easy. Because it's easier.
But it's wrong.
Yeah.
Why put that cross with a pencil in that box? What for? You might as well be like Putin. You might as well be like the others. I'm running the country and that's that. Get lost.
Do you think that would be better if we had like a single monarch?
You have a plus and a minus.
MBS.
Well, look, I mean, I remember when you look at the old movies and stuff, you always see the monarch in the front of the queue, ready for war. Where's our monarchs? They're in the back of the queue, running business on our backs. In fact, using our money. Now, you can call it that we are a monarchy. Okay, fine.
But does the monarchy run this country?
But the monarchy doesn't actually run it. I mean, it would be far better if Prince Charles was a ruling monarch like you have in UAE.
Yeah, Saudi Arabia.
Yeah. Maktoum is the mayor and the president, or whatever he is, prime minister. His son he's the president. His son is the prime minister and also a minister of something and something else.
Don't you risk though become a dictatorship?
Yes, you do.
I mean, would you want to be ruled by Putin? I mean, you'd already be poisoned if you were talking like this in Russia.
No, I like Russia. I like Ukraine. I like everyone. I said in the mayoral campaign, we must be friends with everyone in the world. Now, we'll talk about C40 later, right? But what has Khan done? He's gone to 80 mayors around the world to lock us in our cities when we're ready, right? But why hasn't he done any diplomacy with all the mayors around the world and say, look, guys, we could have done Brexit ourselves. Let's do it from the back door ourselves. Let's be friends with every country in the world and get business. I'll send 50 of my people over. You bring 50 of yours over. Let's do some business together. That's what business is about, right? We're business people. Well, we run our own businesses ourselves. We don't answer to anyone. But why do governments have to take over and take control of us and our freedom and our speech?
Why?
Because they like control. And that's what it is. Remember what the English did in India, divide to rule.
People who probably weren't powerful enough at school become power hungry.
Well, English did. What did they do in India? They broke everybody down. Almost like cities, right? Easier to rule. Divide to rule.
Divide and conquer.
Divide to rule. Exactly. But what are you conquering? I always say this. We can have wars in the world, as many as you like. But when the aliens come downstairs, and probably they're here, and maybe in Antarctica or whatever the conspiracy theories are.
You think there are aliens here?
Of course there are. We're not the only planet in the world.
What proof have you got of that?
There's lots of proof. What proof do you need? You can look around and see.
No, you're right that we're not the only planet in the world. But
we could be descendants from aliens. What are aliens?
So do you think there are sorry to go off tangent, but you said it. I can't leave it. You think there are aliens inhabiting the Earth?
Yes, I do.
And you think that they're going to come and start a war on us?
There are good ones, bad ones. I think there are serious players upstairs who are looking at our planet. I mean, we are a very advanced nation. We are a very advanced universe. Very, very advanced.
Yeah. Do you think we're an advanced species or?
We are. I do believe so. But I think there are...
it's fear and greed. That's what we're motivated by. In some ways, I think we're way less intelligent than we think we are.
Yeah, no, we are. I mean, if you don't look... Education is great and you need it. It's always a must because what does education give you that governments don't have? Common sense. Because nobody uses common sense today. You know, by the guy yesterday, by writing what he wrote, he just looked at my picture and thought, oh, he's not from
didn't
here.
even take time to find out where you are from.
Yeah, and GB News, I'm really furious with them because it's on their platform.
Yeah.
It's a bit naughty of them to...
It is on their platform, but if we want free speech, what, you're expecting GB News just to take everything down?
No, but I mean, like, you can't call somebody... You might as well call me a wog.
I don't agree with it.
He says, get out of my country. How does he know
it's not my responsibility if someone comes onto my page and starts shooting shit?
No, but you have to put some kind of measures in place that... This is what...
Well, you just have to have a clear line on
what Starmer did, right? This is exactly what he's done.
Do you think that was a good move then? Let's just give some context. Are you talking about him having the powers to arrest people for social media posts?
Well, here you had a police system that was hardly doing anything.
Yeah.
It was subdued. It was like drugged.
Yeah.
And suddenly Starmer's come about and switched on the police. Now they've given them more superior powers.
Too many.
Yeah, too many. I mean, if you say something wrong to the police officer, he stops you in your car, he'll arrest you. I assume. I don't know.
Why don't they just give them all guns? I went to France to watch the Rugby World Cup semi-final, England, South Africa, and walking down the streets, there were some seriously looking UFC fighter-looking police officers with guns and weapons. There's no way I was going to say anything to them. No way.
I saw a post last week on, I don't know which post it was, but there was this guy, he said, he called the police, he said his car was damaged through a car wash or something, called the police. I don't know, he had some argument with the police lady or something, as far as I know. And then he went back with his mum to Tesco's coffee shop, they were sitting there, and suddenly about 5 police officers surrounded him. Some women, some men, and then... about 10 minutes later, 2 armed policemen came, all black gear with guns. And so they said, we're going to arrest you for something, I don't know. He said, but why are you arresting me? I'm the one who complained about my car. What, because I spoke to your lady in a way or whatever the case, I'm angry. What do you expect me to do? And they arrested him.
So why
took him away in the van.
So why 7 people over there, yet knife crime conviction is something like 4%?
Well, knife crime, funny you say that, because when I was running for mayor in the evenings, when we were in our trying to collect the names and everything, my team and I, we went out, we slept about 3 hours a day. We literally got home at 6 in the morning, got out at 9 again, because it was a rush. There's nothing I could do. And so in the evenings, we went to the hospitals, the businesses. But when I went to the hospitals, I said, can you please tell me, knife crime, how many is there a day? Oh, we're not allowed to tell you, especially you're a candidate for mayor. I said, well, why? Who told you can't tell me? He said, well, we've got strict instructions by the GLA not to tell any mayoral candidate or anyone that comes to ask us about knife crime. I said, so the fact that you can't tell us clearly indicates to me that you have more than 1 knife crime a night, maybe more. I mean, this month, how many crimes have we had?
Oh, it seems on...
In one day, 34. 34. Wow. And then we had the poor ladies that got murdered with this thing, this crossbow or whatever it was.
Yeah.
I mean, it's disgusting. And he's hiding it.
Why is... Yeah, okay.
He's hiding all of this stuff and then says, we've combated knife crime. It's really come down. We've done all of this. But
why are they allowing this to happen then? Why are they arresting people for social media posts, even though... I mean, look, people are saying some nasty shit. Don't agree with what they're saying.
But it's words. Words, okay, doesn't matter.
But why are they going to prison, and why is knife crime not getting sorted out?
I don't know. You have to ask the mayor of London to start with, because the biggest...
But he's not going to tell you, is he?
The biggest knife crime in England is in London. Is in London constantly, every single day. Robberies. You know, was it 17 countries are told not to come to England. Don't bring your watches.
Yeah.
Stay in the hotel.
Yeah.
What, we can't go out? No, you shouldn't. I mean, that poor girl that got stabbed 8 times. And this Pakistani guy in the shop came out and got the guy, grabbed him and saved her. And what did GB News say? We would like to thank the public.
Wow.
Talk about, I'm not saying
Yeah, wow.
But
The
why couldn't they
disabled
commend
man.
this guy and say, what a great job he did?
Yeah.
A guy that works in our country, that lives here, that is Pakistani, saved this lady.
They do not want you to hear this.
Build a tyrant into the system.
We have no freedom of speech.
On Disruptors, we speak anyway. Nearly a decade of interviewing some of the most outspoken people in the world. Millionaires, billionaires, entrepreneurs, influencers, and A-listers.
Nobody burns out because they work too hard.
Make your money work for you.
The most important thing is not stopping when you get knocked down.
There are going to be huge winners that emerge from this economy.